So back in November of 2023, I had started talking to this girl, and pretty much the rest of that week and throughout most of December, we were talking every day. We started calling and we really started to connect, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get like super corny right off the bat in this video because I'm on YouTube and everything, but we were like literally the same person. Like the amount of times me and her would text each other the same thing or say the same thing at the exact same time or be thinking the same thing during a call or anything was crazy. Like I would be thinking the exact same thing she would be thinking. Like it's just crazy. We would just be able to relate to each other about a lot of different things that I never thought I would be able to relate to somebody with. Like we literally related over Splatoon and using the rollers in the game. Like so after getting the biggest crush on this girl in less than like a week of knowing her, I was like, yeah, I gotta see her. We just gotta hang out together. So in December during winter break, I was like planning to go see her, right? Now see, here's the fun part I haven't mentioned yet. She lives 3.5 hours away from me. So this is why I hadn't seen her at any point since we had started talking, even though I wanted to see her so badly. So I was literally waiting till winter break to come so I can go see her. So near the end of the first week of our winter break, we planned a date and a time that I would go see her. And basically I would have to leave my house around 8 to get to her like 11 something. And now here's another problem I'm kind of sort of ran into during this whole situation that was happening. I had to get around my mom because another funny thing I had to mention at the time, I haven't even told my mom the existence of her yet. And I didn't know how to, especially at this point, to be like, Mom, can I drive like 3 hours away to go see this girl I met like a month ago over Instagram? Like, nah, my mom would have said no immediately and be like, you're crazy, what are you talking about, 3 hours away, Instagram? It was a whole just, you know, a bunch of woo whoop, and I wasn't going for it. And I'm stubborn, so I felt like I literally could not go another day without seeing this woman IRL. So I made the plan. Basically, I would tell my mom I was going to hang out with my friends, and I named off 2 of my friends, right? So she knows them, she knows these people, so she think I'll be off with them. And I was like, yeah, I'll go hang out with my friends all day, so that gave me a cover while I go see my girl. Now this plan wasn't foolproof, obviously. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because me and my girl were planning on going ice skating, getting food, and then going to see lights. It was a whole day thing, and I obviously there's no way I was gonna get away with it for that long. But yeah, you know, we had all these fun activities planned, and I was like, okay, we can do all that, and I can get home back around like 11 p.m. if I leave there at 8, and bam, everything goes amazingly perfect, and my mom never finds out, right? So I woke up extra early that day and then got ready like I was about to go see the prettiest girl alive, because I was, for real. And then I also had like a present for her because it was Christmas time. It was these Lego flowers she wanted, and I wrapped it up and everything. And then I had another problem I ran into. How was I gonna sneak downstairs and put this in my car with my mom noticing? So I dead ass went downstairs halfway ready, did the whole cartoon tiptoe through the kitchen to go put my gift up, and mom saw me and she thought it was for my sister, so I put it up and I was chilling. So I tiptoed back up the stairs, finished getting ready and everything, you know what I'm saying, had to look good for my future bae. And I was nervous, bro, and I was stalling a little bit coming down the stairs all slow and everything, because I hadn't even informed my mom yet that I wanted to go hang out with my friends and all that stuff. Plus it was like 7 in the morning, so I went downstairs and asked my mom if I can go get breakfast with my friends and then probably go to the mall later, all cap obviously. And she said yes, so I quickly got upstairs, finished fully getting ready, got in the V and started on my journey. Now I left around like 8 something, and it would take me 3 hours and like 45 minutes plus traffic to get there. So after jamming out to music and being geeked pretty much the whole time because I was about to see my girl, I finally made it to her city. And this was honestly the furthest drive I've ever done in my entire life. This was the first time I drove really far. Like I literally drove on like the interstate for like 3 hours. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing it, you feel me? But yeah, once I got to her city, like out of literally nowhere, this entire like wave of nervousness started to hit me and like anxiety, and I was just like, bro, I'm really here doing this. I'm really here and I'm really about to see my girl. Like this is crazy. So I got on the street that led down to her neighborhood and I started driving like slow as hell. I mean, probably the slowest I've driven the entire time since I left my house that morning. And I was just scared, bro. Like I don't know, I was scared. Like, and I was just driving slow and everything, but it didn't really matter because next thing you know, I was pulling up to her house and I parked my car and I just sat there for a minute. And I had like already texted my girl saying that I was there, but I was like just, you know, sitting in the car taking a moment to like collect myself. Had to like, I don't know, probably should have meditated or something. I don't know. I was just trying to get more of the nervousness out of me and be like, let's be cool, you know what I'm saying? But you know, basically I got out of the car and slowly and nervously walked up to her front door, and I rang the doorbell and waited for about 3 seconds, because then she threw the door open and I saw her. And literally the first thing she said to me was, "You're real." I was just standing there like in shock, because like she was just as pretty in real life as she was over the phone. And then we hugged, and God, she smells so good. Anyway, I went inside, met her mom, and her mom is great. I love her mom. And I gave my girl her gift, which she loved, and she gave me gifts that she got for me, which I loved. And then we ended up watching this Netflix show on our couch that we were both watching at the time, and I was still like very nervous. I mean, like I was shaking, bro. So when we got to the couch, I sat there like this, and then a little bit later she ended up putting putting her legs on top of mine. I almost died when that happened for some reason. And eventually I got less nervous and more relaxed and comfortable, and we started just kind of like cuddling a little bit on the couch, chilling for a few hours and watched the show. And watched the show, you know what I'm saying? That's all happened. And then like around 12:30 we left to go ice skating, and I was excited but also scared as hell because I hadn't ice skated since I was like 10, so I knew this was gonna be a struggle for me. So when we got to the ice skating place, we got inside, we got our skates and everything. After we put them on, I tried to stand up upright, not like on the carpet on the floor we were standing on. And then this is where the realization hit that this is gonna be real fun, because I could barely balance on the carpet. So imagine how this was gonna be on actual ice. So I held my girl's hand like a little kid while she led us to the rink, and once we got in there, I took like one step onto the rink and almost died. I felt both my feet almost slip, almost hit the splits and everything. And then she just casually got into the ice and gracefully skated on. I was like, bruh. So at first I had to hold on to the railing along the side, like waddle along the side of it while I got used to ice skating, and my girl was just casually skating around perfectly around me and everything, looking all good and stuff. And eventually I gained enough confidence to go skate on my own, and when I say by myself, I mean holding my girl's hand tightly because I was scared I would fall the second I let go. And she made sure I didn't fall, because like every 5 minutes I would lose my balance, start going crazy, my feet slipping around like a cartoon, and she would catch me literally every time, and I look at her like this when she did. But yeah, literally was having the time of my life ice skating with my girl. I felt like a little kid when I was there with her. We ended up just skating around together and everything was great, you know what I'm saying? Besides the fact, I don't think she wants me to tell you guys this, but like when we were skating, little kids were out there, right? They'd be falling and getting hurt, and she would dead laugh at them. Like, she might deny it, but I was there, you know what I'm saying? I watched, didn't laugh either. I had a straight face. I felt bad, but she was laughing at little kids falling over, guys. And then sometimes her even knowing that I was still getting used to ice skating, I could fall any moment and break both my legs and die, she would just let go of my hand and leave me. I'd be like, no, and I would just stand there awkwardly because I knew if I took another step, I would be on my ass in 3 seconds. But she did always come back to come hold my hand again, so we chilling. And while having all this fun, my phone started buzzing, and I checked it. It was my mom, and I was like, okay, it's probably just, you know, her checking on me, like where I was and everything. I was like, okay, let me just take this and everything will be good. So I told my girl that my mom was calling and to hold up, and then I answered very nervously, and she was asking where I was. I was like, oh, I'm at the mall with my friends. And she says okay and told me to be home soon, and then we hung up. And I was like, okay, got past that little hiccup, you know what I'm saying? And then I caught up to my girl and I thought everything was amazing and fine. I thought we were about to go the rest of the day. My plan was gonna work, right? 10 minutes passed, some more ice skating, fun with Bae, and then my phone starts ringing again. And I was like, okay, why's my phone ringing again? I checked it. It was my mom. I was like, oh no, a second call. This can't be good. And I answered, and she goes, whole tone changed from a couple minutes ago. She goes, wherever you are, come home right now.